So, Brother Paulson, on the grades page, he said that he had attached feedback for us, but there's nothing attached. Is it usually in the grades section where he attaches feedback? Am I looking in the wrong place?
You might be.
Where does it usually show up?
I can tell you. Hold on. I think it's under the assignment section, if I remember correctly, but let me go see.
Okay.
Oh, crap. I just logged out of my quiz.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
No. Yes, so it's under assignment submission folders. So
yeah, I just...
It'll show you like feedback and then you can view it. That's where I had my design the study approval.
Okay, I just found it.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you do that.
No, that's okay. I can go back in. No worries. I just wasn't thinking, and I just like, oh, let me click here. It's all good. Really?
Well, there's nothing like in the feedback. Oh, maybe that's just my submission. Let's see.
Please. Thank you.
Maybe.
So there's nothing there?
Maybe I'm looking at the wrong things still.
Or maybe there's no feedback. I don't know.
If you go to assignments.
I found it.
Okay.
Okay. So he only has two things that he, well, let's see. Let me make sure. Go up. There we go. So one of the things that I put in there from the summary of our data collection is that we were using different scales, and so our scales weighed things differently. Like it looked like Emily's only measured to the 1/4 of an ounce.
Yeah, I noticed that.
and my scale, like I was using my work scale, so it's in a lab, so it's like to the 0.0000004 grams or something like that. It's really, really, really sensitive. So we just had a very different scales, and so he said that it was good that we kind of decided what we would use as our scaling. And he said the spread in our measurements could be caused by the difference in our scales. And he says, any way to tell which measurement device the lower values came from? And yes, there is. I think it was, because we each had our own scale, so we can tell the difference, but I don't know if he didn't say to take it out or anything. He just said that, is there a way? So I can send this to everybody, but if you're interested in it.
Yeah, if you can send that on, because I might add something in my part that talks about, the action part of it now. So maybe, if we do something different, we would just use one scale instead of 4 different ones. So I might throw something in there in the take action part.
Awesome.
That would be helpful. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to get started?
Sounds good.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So question 3, the true linear regression equation is y equals beta naught plus beta 1 x, where beta naught and beta 1 are unknown. What are the null and alternative hypotheses for beta 1? And I have the third one.
Me too.
All right.
Me too.
Sorry, I'm getting back into the quiz. I said go too soon.
Oh, okay. No worries. We can wait.
Sorry, almost there. Okay, question 3, you have the third one? Okay, that's what I have too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question 4, where are we? A residual I have is the difference between the observed value of y and the value predicted by the regression line.
That's what I have.
Me
That's
too.
what
So question 5. Oh, sorry. A plot of residuals supports using linear regression when I did the first one.
Me too. I was unsure about this one, but I went with the
Yeah.
residual looks normally distributed.
Because you don't want to see a pattern.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You don't want a megaphone shape, and not all residuals are going to be positive. So
exactly.
you're
So,
subtracting them. So that was the only one that made sense to me.
That's what I did too, for the same reason. So, okay. So question 6. Using the math self-efficiency table or spreadsheet, use the confidence variable as the explanatory variable and the score variable as the response variable. For the data using software, what statement best describes the residuals?
I have
And
the first one.
Is that the first one?
Yeah.
The first one?
Okay.
that's what I have,
Well,
but I don't know
Yeah.
if it's right. That's what I went with.
Well, because
Okay.
if you do a scatter plot for the residuals,
Yeah, that's what I looked at, the scatter plot, and
yeah.
yeah, that's what I was looking at too. So, okay, I'm good with the first one for that.
All right.
is it? Where are we now?
Okay, Rob.
Me? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Based on these residuals, what can you say about these residuals? I have the residuals are fairly normal.
That's what I have too. They looked very normal,
me
not
too.
just
Yeah.
fairly normal.
Can we change that to very normal?
It says use software to create a scatter plot of the data. Given the scatter plot, residual plot, and the QQ plot, which of the 5 assumptions about linear regressions are satisfied by this data? Check all that apply. So I have the residuals are normally distributed. Finish this one. So the first one, there is a linear relationship between x and y.
That's what I have.
Just the 2 of them?
Yeah.
And then observations are independent. Would there be anything else?
Sorry, I left my notebook in the other room. Sorry.
Because it's not. Yeah, that's what I have. I don't know if there's anything else we need to check, but that's what I have.
Because in the video it said there were 5 things you need to check for the requirements.
Yeah, but it says which of the 5 assumptions about linear regressions are satisfied by this data?
Well, and you can't.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if there's if you think there's more that need to be checked off.
No, yeah, I'm just like I kind of struggled with this one, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to understand.
So you have
Okay.
the first, the middle, and the last.
Lily?
That's just a guess for me. I'm sorry, I'm not completely.
I don't
on
really
this.
know on this one either. So
Anyone else?
No,
Certain
I'm guessing.
with certainty. You had the first and the third, right, Rob?
You have the first and the third.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the last. I just That's just an assumption, I guess, for me. I'm not certain.
So the last one, where it says the observations are independent, that's one of the requirements that you can't be checked, or that can't be checked directly.
Oh, yes, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. So
So
just
is
the
there-
first three. Sorry.
First
Go
and the
ahead.
third.
So the three requirements is that it's a linear relationship,
Yeah.
that there's a normal error term, and there's a constant variance. So you do those three from the residual plot having no pattern, from the scatter plot having a hot dog shape, and then the QQ plot of the residuals. So the one that I'm wondering about is the error term.
The X values are measured without error.
Or the variance of the error term is constant for all values of X.
That one. The second one.
I had the first three checked, but like I said, I'm really unsure about this one, so I don't know.
All right, I guess we'll find out.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, what is B1, the estimate for the slope, round to 3 decimals? And I have 12.695.
That's what I have.
Yeah,
What I've
me
got.
too. Yeah.
See, those ones are easy because they just tell you, but
So question 10. Now construct a 95% confidence interval for B1. Input your answers for the lower and upper bound. The lower bound, sorry, I'm just. Am I looking at that right?
What did you say?
yeah, I didn't hear what you
Oh,
said.
sorry. I'm looking at the wrong line. 10.674.
Yeah, 10.6.
10?
10.674. Yeah, that's what I have.
Yeah.
I didn't have that in my quiz yet, so I was looking first at the wrong line, but yeah. Okay.
All right, input the upper bound. I have 14.715.
Same here. All right, based on the evidence and using the level of significance of 0.05, what decision would you make regarding the hypothesis test for B1? Oh, these are my favorite. I haven't done this yet, so here we go. Okay. So let me go look over here. Don't tell me. I need to figure this out. All right, p-value.
At least it's not we have insufficient or sufficient evidence that.
That comes
I
next.
hate those ones.
Oh, fabulous. I'm looking forward. So I'm going to go with reject the null hypothesis test because p-value is less than
Alpha.
alpha.
That's
That's
what
I have two.
That's what you have?
Wait,
Yep.
Yep.
Yay!
I don't have that. Why don't I have that? Am I looking?
They use scientific notation on that number, so it can be confusing. It looks like it's bigger than alpha, but whenever it's got the little negative 24 e or whatever at the end of the cell, that means it's so tiny that there's like 24 zeros before you get to the number portion of it. So if you didn't see the e at the end, maybe you thought it was greater than.
So wait, then is your p-value 3.31266 e minus 24?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's
Yeah.
like 24 zeros
So-
before the 3?
Yeah. So it's 0.24. Then there's gonna be 24 zeros and then 3 blah blah blah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then yes, that makes sense. Okay.
Okay, score. Got it. I'm on it.
Okay. Question 13. For a hypothesis test for slope, if you reject the null hypothesis, null hypothesis, what does it mean? And I have number 4.
That's what I have.
Okay. I'm good with that one.
Yep. That's
Here's-
what I've got.
Okay.
Is that me again?
Oh,
Or is it me?
Emily. That's Emily.
Okay. I have not pulled this up yet, but okay, so use the data found in the crocodile spreadsheet for the next 5 problems. Head length was used to predict body length. For this data, which variable is the dependent variable? And I'm sorry, I haven't looked at that one yet. So
It's more in the question than it is in the data.
Yeah, and
let's see. Head length was used to predict body. So is the head length, or no, the body length dependent?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Now construct a 95% confidence interval for beta 1. Input your answers in the margin of error, lower bound and upper bound. Determine the margin of error for this 95% confidence interval. I have 0.443.
I have 0.442.
Was it
Maybe I rounded wrong.
4.45?
Mine was 4424.
Oh, mine was 4.425.
Hmm.
all right, now I have to do it. Hold on 1 second. So
I'm putting them in real quick.
Was your lower bound 7.218 and your upper bound 8.103?
Hang on just a second. 218103, yeah.
Yeah, why is mine different?
I don't know, I can do it
I
again.
just made Excel do the math, so I don't know what happens.
I use a calculator. So
Okay, so
803 minus 7.2 divided by 2, 4425.
Four, 4, 2, 5.
Yeah.
Weird. Messed around a ways back. So bump that up to a 5. That bump that up to a 6.
okay. Now what are we doing? Let's go back to the question. No. Okay. Determine margin of
what-
error. So it's
what
just,
answer did you get?
I got 0.443.
Yeah, when I do it in the calculator, it does the same thing for me too. I don't know.
Yeah, so if I round, I got 0.4425.
Okay.
wait, I
I
want to
think
make sure
Excel must be taking into account like all of the decimal places after.
I have 0.4425. Did I do something wrong?
No, that's what I
No.
got, and then I rounded to 3 decimal
Oh.
points.
Okay, so it's
Because I just built the function into the Excel spreadsheet, so it always calculates the margin of error for me. So it must be taking into account all of the
The decimal points that we're not seeing.
decimal points that we're not seeing. So I'll use yours.
All right.
okay.
Okay. I don't remember whose turn it is, so I'll go. Input the lower bound. I put 7.218.
All right, that's what I have.
7.218. Yep.
Okay, so question 17, input the upper bound, 8.103.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, I hate this last question.
All right, based on your lower bound and upper bound from the last two problems, what can be said about beta 1? I have the first option. And I'm not very confident in that.
Yeah, I was trying to look at this before we got into the meeting, so I didn't even finish this one.
So I would go with that too, just because of the wording. Is it supposed to say we are
Yeah, it's supposed to say confident.
confident, not chance confidence?
Yeah, okay. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I was just looking at my notes, and that's what my notes say. With the first one.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and submit it. And let's see. We got 100.
Yay.
Yay.
So for that one that we had to check all that's applied, it was the first 3 because that's what I did.
Oh, the first 3.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Yay.
Excellent.
Question 8.
Hey, Emily, that week that you were in charge of the meeting and your internet
Oh yeah,
cut out on you,
I wanted to say something about that too.
Sorry.
did you submit the video?
I did.
Because I didn't see it in there.
Yeah,
me
mine didn't record. So maybe I just need to post on there that it didn't record anything. Sorry, that was.
Yeah, you need to email the professor too, just in case he's already done the grading for that one. Because it was 2 meetings ago, I think.
Yeah.
Did you not record anything at all?
I don't think so, but let me.
Well,
I'll
you
go
can
back.
always go back to your YouTube account and check it there because you did have the live button on for a while.
A little bit.
Yeah, so even if it was a portion of it, at least the professor could know that we did meet.
Where's mine? That was on November 27th, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. It looks like I've got 10 minutes. That was interesting because I didn't think I was in for 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're in for a little bit.
Yeah, I remember it was recording for a while, so that's why I was like, oh, well, even if you put a portion of it, we would get.
Okay. I think maybe I had problems. You know, I couldn't get back on that night at all. So I'll go ahead and email him and let him know.
No worries.
No, I told her.
And I'll get this video posted as soon as we're done.